You can hit the swat by the fireside. Sunday mornings go for a ride. Oh, will it still need me? Will it still feed me when I'm 64?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. You ever had such a great day you decide, hey, hell yeah, it's not gonna get any better than this. I'm gonna pop bottles and celebrate day drinking, baby. That's how we felt today when we saw Kamala Harris certify the electoral victory of Donald Trump and also certify her giant L that she took in a landslide as the first black woman to, well, lose and then certify her own election. It happened right here live, just like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I promise you it went down.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris
Gotta hit the sauce. Not sure why Mike Johnson became Jackie Chan there for some reason, but ladies and gentlemen, AI helping us imagine what life is like for Kamala Harris behind the scenes here as the internet goes wild for Kamala certifying Trump's landslide.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris.
Oh, glass ceiling shattered. The first woman of color to certify her own landslide loss. Getting mogged. Kamala Harris couldn't even get the words out before everybody stood up and started cheering. Kind of amazing. Kamala Harris did also bring tissues, apparently, to this. Not sure if she needed them, and not sure, ladies and gentlemen, how much longer she will be able to tolerate the humiliation that is the modern day political ecosystem where Democrats are bound to lose eternally and forever because their decrepit literal crypt keeper leaders keep clinging on for dear life and are destroying any chance that the party has to adjust to this current moment. One of the single drunkest ladies in Washington, D.C., this side of Kamala Harris, of course, is Nancy Pelosi. You can barely keep her eyes open, barely keep eye contact here in this creepy video that she posted. I mean, she voluntarily posted this, okay, on X, and then signed it. She was so happy about it. Here's what Nancy Pelosi posted.
Nancy, I'm on my way to Washington to proudly represent the people of San Francisco in Congress. I'm honored to do so, to share our San Francisco values. Thank you for giving me that honor.
Here's some San Francisco values for you. Here is the official poop map of San Francisco. These are the values that Nancy Pelosi is sharing. Every dot represents a reported human fecal matter instance. Could be everything from flinging human fecal matter to just finding it on the street. I was in San Francisco not too long ago, and I witnessed multiple drive-by poopings from homeless people. These are the San Francisco values that Nancy Pelosi is so excited to share with Congress. So Kamala Harris wasn't the only person blackout drunk and crapping her pants today inside of the most illustrious body. Somebody who doesn't have an illustrious body is Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi in a walker for the first time on the House floor. Look at this. Here's Nancy Pelosi using a walker. You've never seen anything like it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try and be fair here. Nancy Pelosi using her little, whatever these therapeutic shoes are, needing two people to assist her in walking. Again, we're going to try and be fair, and something that we've covered before. The reason that Nancy Pelosi needs a walker is because she broke her hip. It doesn't dissuade us from making our point, which is that she's too old. Like, she fell down a flight of stairs. She fell down a marble staircase and cracked her hip. Did a hip fracture. Had to go do emergency surgery because she's in her 80s. She's like 85 years old. She's traveling abroad to Luxembourg to go celebrate World War II Battle of the Bulge. Why the hell is she doing this? These people are such demons. They're so addicted to power. We don't want Nancy Pelosi to break her hip. We don't want Nancy Pelosi to be in this situation. We don't want bad things to happen to her. We want every American, no matter who they are, no matter how vehemently we disagree with them or how much they wrecked the country, as Nancy Pelosi has. She's truly one of the single worst politicians to ever live. We still don't want bad things happening. We don't want to get hurt. We want her to resign in disgrace. We want her to leave this life of extreme energy requirement and travel, and to not break her hip. She's defrauded the American taxpayer, much like Mitch McConnell, who here is pictured in a wheelchair. These people, haven't you done enough damage? Resign. What a perfect image of the leaders of the House and the Senate having to be ferried around in walkers and wheelchairs. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Pelosi, again, did break her hip. So, of course, she's going to need that walker in order to recover. But what she should do in order to actually properly recover is resign her position. She should resign her seat. Just like Mitch McConnell, okay? These people are decrepit. This is gerontocracy, rule of the old. Nancy Pelosi, most successful U.S. stock trader in history, is seen using a walker on the House floor. Again, it's because she broke her hip. Here's a video of it. See Nancy Pelosi using her walker as she's moving about. Well. 84-year-old Nancy Pelosi used a walker during Donald Trump's election certification. Pelosi has stated frequently in recent months that Trump is unwell and unfit to be president of the United States. Elderly woman using a walker after she fell down a set of stairs and broke her hip, which required surgery. It's a very serious thing to get a hip fracture when you're the age of Nancy Pelosi. It means there's other bad things happening, right? Just to fall down the stairs doesn't typically mean that you fracture your hip. It's hard to fracture your hip. You have to have like major bone frailty, and it's a sign of other bad things, going on. Term limits are necessary is what everybody is saying. Yes. If there was an iconic photo that represented how our Congress runs, it would be this one. Term limits. We need term limits. Nobody should be allowed to be a career politician, says Shipwreck. We agree. Nancy Pelosi not looking a day over 107 years old. Man, can you get a DUI driving a walker? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm the best friend that Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell have in the world. I'm the only person that is sensible here, saying they need to resign immediately for their own health and safety. Okay? Get the hell out of our politics. Wow, I wasn't expecting to run into Nancy Pelosi on my walk to work today. It's good. Well done. Nancy Pelosi needs a walker to move around the House floor. Do you support term limits? Everybody says they support term limits. Nancy Pelosi is not only losing it physically, she's losing it mentally. She's mentally unwell. Some of the more famous moments from Nancy Pelosi's senility is when she forgot where she was.
The arrows out of your quiver, you're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
That was in the middle of an interview for some reason. Here's Nancy Pelosi trying to make a solid point on MSNBC, CNN.
Assault, Bill, COVID. Shots in the arm, money in the pockets, children in school, people at work. The infrastructure bill, building in a way that is respectful of communities, chips and science.
What the hell are you talking about? Shut up. Chips and guac? Chips and guac? Chips and guac! Man. How about some potato chips? How about some turtle chips? How about letting the chips fall where they may for Mr. Turtle, Mitch McConnell? What the hell is going on with Mitch McConnell? Noticeably absent from Trump's certification. Disturbing video shows he could barely walk after his fall. Uh-oh. One person I didn't spot in the House chamber was Senator Mitch McConnell. Oh, boy. New leaked video shows disturbing realization 82-year-old Senator McConnell can barely walk after his fall. Is it time to retire? Let's go ahead and look at this. Here's McConnell in the Senate needing two different Senate staffers to hold his hands as he moves about. Does that remind you of anything? Does it remind you of anyone? Look at this. Look at this. It's a freaking nursing home. Our Congress is a nursing home. It's a taxpayer-funded nursing home. was never intended to be this way. The founders of the Constitution, the signers of the Constitution, the writers of the Constitution, were like in their 20s and 30s. This is gerontocracy. This is rule of the old and is the worst possible way to run a country, because the people won't be around to suffer the consequences of their decisions. The best way to run a country is when the people who are making the decisions will actually be affected by them. And so they make righteous decisions and good decisions to lead to prosperity and harmony. This ruling leadership class has done the exact opposite. And they'll never suffer the consequences because they won't be around to see them. It's just the way it goes. Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy, I'm on my way to Washington to proudly represent the people of San Francisco in Congress. I'm honored to do so, to share our San Francisco values. Thank you for giving me that honor.
San Francisco values, ladies and gentlemen. What a crock of shit Congress is. And they're just telling you now, they're like laughing in your face. It's time for term limits. Truly. Time for term limits. I think we can actually do it. I think there's a lot of people that want this. The vast majority of Americans, according to all polling, want term limits. And maybe McConnell and Pelosi, this will be their lasting legacy, is that they'll enrage enough people that will guarantee term limits. That'd be awesome. It's your boy Ben, like, share, and subscribe. See you.